playing in the semifinals right now against our blue Protoss SMorty, who is also in Team SEA, regardless of his tag nYq. I'm not sure what that is. But, yeah, so let's get it started. How are you feeling about this?
Good, and Punany's throwing a little bit of a heart to MC. I don't know why he wants MC to win the MLG. I want Idra to win. Come on, Idra.
Yeah, I agree. Idra should win because did you watch the MC versus July match back? I think it was GSL March, I believe.
Yes, I did. It was embarrassing.
It was pretty upsetting, like the Manor Nexus.
Yeah, and then the dancing zealots in the main of July. Yeah,
there was some.
Yeah.
Oh well, though. I mean, I kind of maybe not want to watch MC anymore, but you know he's a good player, and I'll give that to him.
He is a good player, but for a while there, he thought he was God. I remember after the GSL, he won July. He tweeted that he was actually God Protoss, and his profile picture was quite. What's a good way to put it? Cocky. It was pretty funny, but he was very self-confident, and after he got defeated a couple of times to some foreigners, he seemed to humble out, and now he actually did really poorly for about a month or so, and so he's not nearly as good as he thought he was.
Yeah, exactly. He kind of was just relying on certain builds, like the trickery of putting down a Nexus and then canceling it just as his kind of left the base, and he would go all in with a 4-gate or 5-gate push. But, back to the game right now. We got kind of similar standard openings, relatively standard timings. I'm not sure if Punany did scout. He did not actually scout the base of SMorty. So we'll see how this goes. The SMorty's probe is hidden in the top right above the natural.
Do you think he's going to be throwing down a pylon there?
You know what, I think it is definitely possible. We don't see his second gas yet, and that kind of means that he could be going a 4-gate route, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, the probe gets picked off, so we will not be seeing a pylon there shortly, but he's sending his first zealot out. Do you think he's just going to send it to the Xel'Naga Tower, or do you think he's going to send it all the way to the other base?
I think it'd definitely be smarter to kind of send it to the Xel'Naga Tower, because you can't really kite with a zealot. He's sort of a melee unit, but we'll see. It kind of looks like Punany's watching both streams and playing right now. Oh, and he is actually sending the Zealot all the way to the base to kind of see what's going on, and if he manages to kind of sacrifice the Zealot, he will get to see the 1-1-1 build coming from Punany.
I'm afraid there's going to be too many. You can actually hold off one Zealot with 3 Marines with some pretty good micro. 4 Marines versus Zealot. This Zealot's going to get one. Yeah, haha. One free Marine, and that's what Punany gets for watching the MLG while playing a game.
Oh, but he is actually introducing a Stalker into the mix, going to try and break the defensive capabilities here of Punany. At the same time, Punany gets a scout.
No, this is a bad idea. I think he knew that this Stalker was going to die, but I think he just wanted to see the what's going on. He did see the 1-1-1 and the Stargate, or the Starport, and he'll be landing that Starport. Cloak Banshee?
Yes, indeed.
Yep, Cloak Banshee. Heck, called it. There's an SCV in the back of SMorty's base. Yeah, SMorty's base, and that barely gets picked off by the sentry.
And now I'm kind of surprised right now as Punany's decision making, as he did scout the robotics facility going down, so he will be able. SMorty will be able to tell that there is a Cloak Banshee in his base relatively easy and kind of negate the fact. So that would kind of put our friend Punany here at a sort of slight disadvantage, because he might not be able to get the best use out of his Banshees. So we'll see what happens after he builds that one.
Except for SMorty only has 2 gateways, and so and he just morphed into Zealots. So unless he starts making Stalkers at this point, this Banshee's going to be able to get a lot of free kills. I think the Observer just no, never mind. There was no Observer seeing the Banshee. The Banshee's cloak is almost done. He only made 1 Banshee. He's making a Raven now. This Banshee's going around to the backside, and it's going to get cleaned up really easily.
Oh, shut down.
Or it's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to get cleaned up. Shut down is a better word.
Excellent reaction time by Punany there. Instead of focusing on the mineral line, he knows he can't really do any damage, and he's going to go after the direct forces of Smorty and retreat directly after that. I'm kind of looking at the build of Punany, and it almost reminds me of a certain build with a bit of alterations, and that was Pult Prime Wii back, I think it was in Season 1 or Season 2, but he invented this kind of Raven Rush. They would include a tank, maybe 2 Hellions, and a bunch of Marines, and the point defense drone would totally negate Stalker usage. But I mean, right now, we already have Smorty going in with a Colossus, both players on one base strictly.
And you did see that there was a probe who put a pylon up in the north of Punany's base. The probe will probably just stay there and probably... I don't know if he'll be able to scout this, but I'm expecting a pretty heavy gate usage. He did throw down two more warp gates, so this will be a 4-gate with the Colossus push, and I'll be honest with you, if I'm not ready for it, I get wrecked by this push, because Marines get get wrecked very easily by Colossus. This Raven's not going to be able to do too much against the Colossus, and unless if he starts making a Viking now, I don't think that he'll have enough anti-air or enough beef just to withstand the Colossus.
I totally agree, and it actually seems like Smorty caught the vision of Punany as he was taking the SCVs off his main and transferring them straight to his opponent here. So I think he's going to be entirely prepared for this, especially with an all-zealot composition right now.
Punany is pushing out. He's got a lot of SCVs mixed in with his little army. He's got 8 SCVs. This is not all-in-ish, but it's definitely going to be a big dent into his economic build. What he needs right now is he needs to throw down a few... is he bringing them all just for the Raven?
No, I think they're kind of there with him, but you know what I just thought of? This might actually entirely clean up Smorty, because he has, Punany has siege mode, and he's moving it right now, while Smorty does not have range for that Colossi. I think engaging directly is a bad idea. He's going to lose a lot of forces right here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be GG to Punany. This was a very bad idea to push in like this. He went directly up the ramp and didn't even care to scan. Yep, there's the GG.
Totally a GG. You know what, good try by Punany, but he should have definitely thrown down a scan to read his opponent a bit earlier than what he did. And good game is called.
Yep.